Very good morning to all present here. Yesterday we had a full day of brainstorming, very good dinner in the hotel. I believe most of us and most of you slept very well, getting ready for the first session in the second day. And this is one of the most important sessions in the today's seminar for the simple reason, particularly for the academics, is we have two distinguished people who had a role to play in policy making and policy implementation, directly or indirectly. I have spent about 46 years doing research in archives, also reading annual reports of different departments of the Government of India and Government of USA. When we go through those archival research materials, then we come to know the messages, the memoranda, some kind of discussion papers by people who make policies or implement policies. Now, believe me that when the academics here, including me, we try to understand what is going on in the world. We read different kind of theories. We refer to the textbooks and ask the students to read the textbooks. Big philosophies, very complex theories, and complicated concepts. But people who make policies, they have no time to read textbook and understand the theories and all. But a military man always knows that the kind of training that they go through before assuming official positions. The moment the battle begins, all theories evaporate from the mind. You have to deal with the situation as it is. Same with the diplomats. There was a time when the diplomats had the luxury actually. Suppose an Indian ambassador in country X. They'll be reading the local newspapers, interacting with the bureaucrats and the academia. Then they'll be sending a report to the headquarters. But today in this world of social media and internet, the way something happens, the diplomats get little bit of time to reflect upon what is going on. And they have to answerable, they have to say what's going on. And sometimes it may so happen that something goes on, suppose in Texas. The ambassador of India sitting in Washington, D.C. may not know, but you may be knowing it because you're watching your social media. So times have changed. Even then, my understanding is this, that our academic research and findings will be enriched tremendously when we get an opportunity like this to listen to people who have spent decades in doing something, not in reading something. I know that there is something called Official Secret Act. They will not reveal everything that they know, but I hope that in this particular session, when we listen to somebody from the naval background, somebody from foreign policy background, they say something about the current situation, particularly related to maritime security and maritime diplomacy and other things. All of us will get some different kind of clues to maybe refine our own understanding of what goes on. There was a time when most of the academics will say, diplomats don't have a conceptual perspective. Journalists will say, these professors always, talk about World War II and what happened. They don't know what is going on right now. And the military fellows will say, this is very technical thing. They may be saying whatever they want, but we know where the shoe pinches. But increasingly, the kind of interface we have among the media personalities and the military strategists and the diplomats, all of us are learning from one another, and our knowledge is getting better and deeper. So with this brief introduction to the importance of this seminar and the kind of people who are sitting left and right to me, I'm sure we are going to learn something from them and then factor into our own analysis of what is going on in the maritime domain around the world. Thank you very much.